One of the main questions I keep getting asked about the garden is why I chose to make the border out of cinder blocks. So today, I'm going to show you guys. In the backyard, I decided that the area that I was going to plant, I wanted to enrich the soil further. So I wanted to add a layer of mulch. But I wanted it to also look nice and neat because some of it's still going to be grass, and I didn't want the grass growing into the planting area or the mulch spilling out onto the grass. But I wanted this barrier to not only look nice, but also be pretty unique. So today, we're going to be planting pineapples inside of the cinder blocks. The variety of pineapples that I'm planting in the cinder blocks is known as sugarloaf, and these are spineless, so they're perfect because when I step over them, I don't want to end up cutting my legs while I tend to the trees back there. First, I started by filling the cinder block holes with mulch up until the point where there was only about 1.5 to 2 inches of headspace left. Next, in every other cinder block, I filled it up the rest of the way using some potting soil. Once I was done, this is what we're left with. I'm going to be putting the pineapples in every other hole of the cinder blocks. That way they have enough space to grow without pushing into one another. Now it's time to start planting the pineapples. First, I carefully removed one of the pineapple plants from the tray, and then with my other hand, I used it to make a little hole in the center of the cinder block where we can set in our pineapple plant, and then I just backfilled all the soil in around it so that it would be nice and secure in its new planting spot. Then I just carefully kept repeating the same process until I had all 90 sugarloaf pineapples planted in the cinder blocks. I chose to space them all out because even though they're small right now, they end up growing and looking something like this, and I thought that if I planted them in every single hole, it would be much too close together. It'll be roughly 1.5 to 2 years before I'm able to start harvesting the fruit, but I'm so excited. If you've never tried a sugarloaf pineapple before, it absolutely blows away the grocery store varieties. These are absolutely incredible. In addition to the sugarloaf pineapple, I'm also going to be adding other pineapple varieties as well, so stick around for that video. Pineapples are pretty drought tolerant, but I did want to give them just a little bit of water, that way they can settle into their new home and start setting some new roots. I definitely will be sure to keep you guys updated on these as they grow. And if you want to grow your own pineapples, be sure to check my Etsy store. And until next time, get outside and see what you can find.